Thank you so much, Presiding Officer. First Minister, what action will the Welsh Government take to improve transport connectivity across Wales?
Our strategy for transport connectivity across Wales is set out in the Wales Transport Strategy Llwybr Newydd. For South East Wales, for example, this draws on the recommendations of the Burns Commission and its 58 recommendations, ranging from improvements on the South Wales main line to local measures.
Thank you, First Minister. Yesterday, I met with the representatives of Paragon ID, the leading provider of smart cards for transport and smart cities. They are responsible for providing smart cards for over 150 cities worldwide and were behind the Oyster card, as seen here in London. First Minister, it's a passion of mine to see an all-Wales travel card. I'm hoping to have a card just like this that will allow people from all socio-economic backgrounds and age groups to use this card. For example, a person could board a bus from their home in Newport to the railway station and then use the same card on the train to Swansea and get the bus from Swansea station, for example, to Swansea University. During our discussion, it became apparent that much of the technology for an all-Wales travel card is already in place, and all that is required to bring this about for the Welsh is for the Welsh Government to work with stakeholders and provide the investment. Establishing a Wales travel pass for use on local or sub-regional networks across all operators will ensure more seamless journeys for residents, tourists, commuters and students all across Wales, and ultimately encourage tourism, assisting visitors to travel easily and conveniently from north to south to east to West Wales. Will you, First Minister, commit to exploring the possibility of introducing an all-Wales travel card similar to the Oyster card here in Wales? And I promise you not to make you call it the Natasha Asghar travel card if you do.
Well, Llywydd, I congratulate the member on her appointment as the transport spokesperson for the opposition and thank her for the ideas that she's explored this afternoon. While she was meeting her group yesterday, I was meeting a group of entrepreneurs from Cardiff who were promoting the idea of a Welsh card to me that they have been developing, which would have some of the same characteristics as the card that she has just outlined. So in principle, I think there is a great deal that is worth exploring in the ideas that the member has set out. I don't think it would be right for me to commit to a particular solution promoted by a particular company or groups of company, but she asks me whether I will commit to exploring the possibility of a card that would improve transport connectivity across Wales, and I'm very happy to give that commitment.
Mabon ap Gwenfor.
Thank you, Llywydd. If we are to have a transport network which was fit for the 21st century, then it must service the vehicles using those roads. To date, the network isn't fit for purpose in that regard. There aren't enough charging points, never mind hydrogen stations. Now, I note that your programme for government that you'll refer to later on this afternoon will state that you will create a modern legislative framework for transport in Wales, but there is no